Hello viewers, welcome to SKTV. This is Primetime English News. First, the headlines. Supreme Court slams Central Forensic Science Laboratory CFSL for misdirected test on audio clips alleging ex-CM Biren's role in Manipur violence. High Court of Manipur allows transgender doctor to change name, gender in educational records and official documents. Assam Public Service Commission APSC withdraws controversial question from its Agriculture Development Officer examination following strong objections from Meitei Heritage Society. Kuki-Zo Council representatives submits 16-point charter of public issues to Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla. Responding to MP Bimol's question, Union Agriculture Ministry reveals 11,967 hectares of farmland were affected during the Manipur violence and 27,216 metric tons of food grain were lost in the conflict. And India bloc fills ex-Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddy as candidate for vice presidential election. And now the news in detail. Supreme Court today pulled up the Central Forensic Science Laboratory CFSL for conducting a misdirected test on leaked audio clips allegedly implicating former Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren in the ethnic violence that rocked the state in May 2023. A bench of Justices Sanjay Kumar and Satish Chandra Sharma clarified that the court's order was limited to verifying whether the voice in the clips matched Biren's admitted voice sample. Instead, CFSL focused on examining video authenticity, which the bench said was unnecessary, stating only wishy-washy answers are being given. The court also dismissed an application by Biren's daughter seeking to be added as a party, stating that this is not a family support program. Senior advocate Prashant Bhushan, appearing for the Kuki Organization for Human Rights Trust Kohur, pressed for an SIT-led probe, citing concerns over CFSL's functioning under the same government. The bench observed that mere administrative control was not enough to doubt an institution's credibility, but hinted at the possibility of involving an external agency if needed. The case will be heard again on August 25th as Solicitor General Tushar Mehta was unavailable. The audio tapes are central to allegations that Biren played a role in the 2023 ethnic clashes in Manipur. In a significant judgment that upholds the rights of transgenders in the state, High Court of Manipur has today allowed a transgender to update and correct her name and gender recorded in the educational certificates and other official documents by the new name and gender according to her wish. The judgment came in pursuance of a petition filed by a 32-year-old transgender and first ever MBBS doctor named Beyonce Laishram of Kapwa Laiprapum Lekai, Maibam Lekai, Imphal West. Beyonce, whose name has been recorded as Boboy Laishram in her educational qualifications and other official documents, filed the petition to the court following the rejection of her approach to change the name and gender in her educational certificates as Beyonce Laishram and female respectively by the Bosem, Kohosem and Manipur University. After hearing the submissions and arguments of both the petitioners and respondents, the court directed Bosem, Kohosem, Manipur University and Manipur Medical Council, who are the respondents, to issue fresh educational certificates for the transgender under the new name and gender as Beyonce Laishram and gender as female in place of the original birth name Boboy Laishram and gender as male in terms of the provision under Transgender Act 2019 and on the basis of certificates issued by District Magistrate Imphal West under the provision of Section 6 and 7 of the same Act within a period of 1 month from the date of receipt of the order. Assam Public Service Commission APSC has dropped the controversial question pertaining to the recently held APSC Agricultural Development Officer ADO exam 2025 conducted on 10th August following strong opposition. The contentious question appeared in General Studies Paper 1, question number 95, which allegedly portrayed Arambai Tengol and Mite Lipun as responsible for rights abuse in the Manipur crisis. Meitei Heritage Society MHS accused APSC of bias and unfairly portraying Meitei community, to which APSC Chairman Debraj Upadhyay clarified that the questions are prepared by subject experts and arrive in a sealed manner. Recognizing the sensitivity of the issue, APSC stated via email that the Commission has decided to drop, delete, cancel question number 95. Welcoming the decision, the MHS described it as a step in the right direction but urged the Commission to exercise greater caution in the future. The group added that this incident reveals a deeper issue and the need for scrutiny when questions touch upon ongoing ethnic or political conflicts. Kuki-Zo Council held an official meeting with Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla at the Conference Hall of District Commissioner's Office, Churchandpur District. The delegation laid 16-point demands ranging from developmental infrastructure to connectivity concerning Kuki-Zo inhabited areas. Among the 16 issues highlighted were urgent upgradation of electricity capacity for Kangpokpi and Churchandpur districts, repair and maintenance of roads in Kuki-Zo areas, development of roads linking Churchandpur, Chandel, Kangpokpi, scrutiny of landslide concerns in Tipaimukh. Other demands include appointment of a neutral Advocate General in Manipur High Court, posting of a neutral Deputy Commissioner in Chandel, improvement of healthcare in More, establishment of an examination center for Manipur Public Service Commission in Kuki-Zo districts, rectification of jurisdictional anomalies in District Transport Office, Police Jurisdiction and Land Revenue Office. The Council also raised the issue of salary arrears of 10 months for More College and Semco College in Tegnopal and Chandel, and unreliability of helicopter services in hill districts. The Governor assured that all issues would be looked into with due priority. Later, Kuki-Zo Council also paid a courtesy visit to the Director General of Assam Rifles DGAR of 27 Sector Headquarters, Tuibong, where security matters of Kuki-Zos were discussed. Union Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has informed that 11,967.4 hectares of farmland have been affected by the violent conflict in Manipur, while the state have also suffered 27,269 metric ton of food grain yield loss owing to non-utilization of land. The ministry was responding to unstarred question raised by Inner Manipur Parliamentary Lok Sabha MP Dr. Angomcha Bimol Koijam in Lok Sabha today. MP Bimol had sought answers from Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare on whether the ministry has conducted any objective assessment of ongoing crisis in Manipur and regarding loss of livelihood due to non-utilization of agricultural land. He also sought district-wise data on the extent of loss, effect on food grain production, and number of farmers affected and farmers' casualties reported due to the violent conflict. In response, Union Minister of State for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Ramnath Thakur informed that 1,562.88 hectares of farmland were affected in Imphal East District, 562.52 hectares in Imphal West, 2,280 hectares in Bishnupur District, 2,932 hectares in Churchandpur District, 3,822 hectares in Kangpokpi District, 258 hectares in Tegnopal District, 329 hectares in Kakching District, 109 hectares in Chandel District, 73 hectares in Jiribam District, 36 hectares in Thopal District. Altogether, 11,967.4 hectares of farmland have been affected by the violent conflict in Manipur. A total of 9,182 farmers have been affected, while 11 farmers have suffered casualties, out of which 8 sustained injuries and 3 lost their lives. The reply from the ministry also informed that a total of 50 crore rupees were released from State Disaster Response Fund during 2024-25, and another 29.20 crore rupees were released as on July 31st, 2025 out of the 40.80 crore rupees allocated for 2025-26. On the other hand, National Disaster Response Fund (NDRF) has released 143.23 crore rupees for 2024-25 and 2025-26. Ex-Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddy has been named as the India Bloc's candidate for the vice presidential election. The announcement regarding Reddy's name was made by Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge. Other India Bloc leaders including NCP SP Chief Sharad Pawar and TMC MP Derek O'Brien were also present at the meeting of opposition leaders at 10 Rajaji Marg, New Delhi today. B. Sudarshan Reddy had served as a Supreme Court judge between 2007 and 2011. He had rendered several landmark judgments on various branches of law, in particular on issues of criminal jurisprudence, constitution, taxation, service law and human rights. He served as Goa's first Lokayukta but subsequently resigned within 7 months. He had also served as a Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court until he became a Supreme Court judge. Born in a village in erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, retired Justice Reddy graduated in law from Osmania University. He became an additional judge in Andhra Pradesh High Court in 1993. The vice president election is scheduled to be held on September 9th and the last date to file nomination is on August 21st. Bharatiya Janata Party Manipur Pradesh's Vice President Nongthombam Nimbers has asserted that Congress Party is paying the price for their failures and scams during 2004 to 2014. Speaking to media persons at BJP headquarters in Nityaipa Chuthek, Nimbers maintained that people taught a big lesson to Congress Party in the elections after the party was found involved in various scams during their rule. Speaking further, Nongthombam Nimbers also criticized Congress Party for raising questions on Operation Sindoor. He said the opposition party must stand for the country in protecting its national interest. While asserting that BJP stands firm against the demand of separate administration, Nongthombam Nimbers demanded a concrete stand from Congress Party in connection to the prolonged violent crisis in Manipur instead of calling for a fresh election.
Bharatiya Janata Party amasung Bharatiya Janata Party na lusingba sarkar ama lerise EVM na maram oire haiga moigi sarkar leibne haibsi parliament ki election da aduga tongan be state singi election da mase hanna law rusum lei NDA ki government nataba sarkar atop khar da dum leire hangjangiba wafam di hairiba state singdu da NDA nataba group na indi alliance na pairiba akhoi gi state singse Masidi election da EVM na election tawidaba masi akhoi gi wahang aduna bharat ki praja sing bharat ki voter sing na congress ta para am tambiri tam ahum sida bharat ki praja sing na tambiri ba para se masina loidri tambi da watli mado congress party na thangde na hoji bharatiya janata party na lusing ba NDA gi sarkar sin tawriba thabak khuding ma ruling party na tawriba modi na lusing ba sarkar sin na tawriba afaba mayam moi gi sin sidagi phai haining da Congress Party
On the other hand, General Secretary of BJP Manipur Pradesh K. Sarad criticized Congress Party for accusing BJP and Election Commission of voter fraud. He maintained that opposition leader Rahul Gandhi has failed to produce relevant documents substantiating the voter fraud claim to either Supreme Court or Parliament. While terming it as a ploy to tarnish the image of BJP party, K. Sarad expressed confidence that BJP will emerge victorious in upcoming state assembly elections.
BJP nadi karigum amata da koi bot huran ba kaidoba amata laite bot huran bagi wakan khali se huran miduna di khangane ba kamai to huran yagis moina huran baduna huran bagi wakan khalai ne chi chene ninga ya bo ponate hujik so hab ga dona hairi isiena Jadi, moina yaba kan umta leitre. Aku constitutional body umta leibi adre. Moina IT yadre, income tax yadre, ED yadre, si kari gino. Moina changsalu puna makse court na. Moina tawdu lali hadana bilak pa bhadik me abdana maram moira moisi upay lerak tadana bot huran madamu tale. Adugo makangu dana senan toran pangang dengangaga. Madu India ki praja sing si ade election commission si ade election commission hujik demand tawri kari gamba shikayat ama tawrba complaint ama tawrba moina khangadabdi ECI Election Commission of India is a judicial power about institution CBI show, ED show. Adu already Nana Harisha, Sumi Habi can appeal. Affidavit of Hisa Carino. Mana Carino Lalamagadi, Ma disqualified Togu Neva. adu kidna mana pidabaneba.
President of All Manipur Private Schools Welfare Association, Laishnam Joy, has appealed to private schools in the state to adhere to the rules and guidelines set by the association. Laishnam Joy said this during 22nd Private School Day observance, which was held on the theme Role of Private School in the Successful Implementation of National Education Policy NEP 2020 in Manipur, held at Hotel Imolesh in Old Lambuland today. Speaking further, Laishnam Joy said Private School Day is observed every year, commemorating the establishment of All Manipur Private Schools Welfare Association on August 19th, 2002. He further maintained that the educational landscape has seen major shift since the introduction of National Education Policy NEP 2020 and urged schools to adjust to the new policy and to take forward education on par with rest of the world. During the program, Jangru Louis Gangmai was presented with Best Teacher Award by All Manipur Private Schools Association.
August ki tang taraga mapan namit asida All Manipur Recognized Private School Welfare Association na association asigi kungani thoirak suba Foundation Day Private School Day haina khangnaba thoromasi akoina pangthok sabani thoromasi pangthokpagi maruiba maramdi 2002 dagi Manipurda Private School Association ama lingnanabagi damakta matamadugi lamjanba ahalaman sing founder kayana Pona viduna All Manipur Recognized Private School Welfare Association asi kun lika chagibani matamadugi layo bikaraba ahal sing amadi hudi huji hingliba matamadugi founder oibiramba ahalaman singna lingkat piramba adumlu numit August ki tang taraga mapan adu logjaraga All Manipur Recognized Private School Association na sai khudingi August ki tang taramapal asi Private School Day haina ngasi fawak aikoin observe tawjna laksari.
Heading into a small break, we'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV.
Great opportunity for local operators. SKTV is expanding. Come and be a part of SKTV revolution with high-speed internet, IPTV along with OTT and other benefits. We are building stronger connections through franchising. Become a local cable operator and provide reliable information and entertainment to your neighbors. Unlock your growth with our technology and top-tier service. So if you're looking for exclusive partnership opportunities, then please call us at 700-5259-437 or 897-420-9157.
Skate broadband service na miyam gidamak kudong sabak kya puduna lakseri. High speed internet service ke tuan plan sing laser 450 plan da 200 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel sani yang kai hena amasung SKTV ki OTT panbigani. 550 plan da 300 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel sani yang kai hena amasung SKTV ki OTT panbigani. 700 plan da 500 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel sani yang kai hena amasung SKTV ki OTT panbigani. 850 plan da unlimited 100 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel sahum yang kai hena OTT da SKTV, Z5 amadi atai OTT tara mari pangbigani. 1000 plan da unlimited 125 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel sahum yang kai hena OTT da SKTV, Z5, Sony Live amadi atai OTT tara mari pangbigani. 1300 plan da unlimited 150 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, free IP box, channel samri yang kai hena OTT da SKTV, Z5, Sony Live, Jio Hotstar amadi atai OTT tara mari pangbigani. 1800 plan da unlimited 200 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, free IP box, channel samra yang kai hena OTT da SKTV, Z5, Sony Live, Jio Hotstar, Lionsgate Play amadi atai OTT tara mari pangbigani. 2500 plan da unlimited 300 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, free IP box, channel samra yang kai hena OTT da SKTV, Z5, Sony Live, Jio Hotstar, Lionsgate Play amadi atai OTT tara mari pangbigani. Customer request ETV Win Hoisoi natraga Sun NXT su lobi bayagani. Akupa marol gidamak Kaisampat Junction dalaiba SK office natraga Sangay Plongmang Lekay dalaiba SKTV office lakpiu. Mobile number sing 8974-633-320 natraga 8974-209-152 the call to birak pasu yagani. Skate.
Welcome back, and in further news, security forces arrested a 35-year-old man with 3.2 kilos of WY tablets from Tikulin area in Senapati district during a search operation conducted along National Highway number 2 yesterday. The arrested person is identified as Mohammad Sajid Khan of Thobal Moijing. Security forces also seized one Mahindra Bolero, one mobile phone and one Aadhaar card from the arrested person. In a major anti-narcotics operation, Meghalaya police seized heroin valued at over 4.4 crore rupees and arrested 3 women from Manipur. Based on credible intelligence input, sleuths of the Anti-Narcotics Task Force of Meghalaya and the East Jaintia Hills District Police conducted a coordinated checking of vehicles under the jurisdiction of Lumshnong Police Station at Umkiang Police Patrol Post in the early hours of Sunday. During the operation, the team successfully apprehended 3 women and recovered 4 travel bags containing 80 soap boxes stuffed with heroin weighing 961.33 grams from their possession. The arrested persons are Kimnai, aged 33, Dimkhonthing, aged 47, and Ngaiting, aged 40. They are residents of Khongjom in Manipur and were travelling from Churchanpur to Shillong when their car was stopped. They have been booked under the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances NDPS Act at Lumshnong Police Station. Moirang MLA Thongam Shanti handed over GI sheets for repairing Sunusipai Mandop Achoba to Development Committee NPP Sunusipai unit and an electric pump to Village Water Sanitation Committee Sunusipai today. Speaking on the sidelines, MLA Shanti exuded confidence that the materials provided to the committees would go a long way in the development of Sunusipai Mandop Achoba and enhancing irrigation facilities to the farmers. He also assured to extend every possible help to the people in his constituency. Liningtho Mongba Hanba Thogalup has expressed discontentment over the alleged obstruction in worshipping Meitei deity inside the sacred site of Mongba Hanba. According to a press release issued by its Assistant Secretary R.K. Romita, Liningtho Mongba Hanba Thogalup asserted that an area measuring 9.281 area bearing Dag number 4908 inside the premise of Mongba Hanba site has been used in performing rituals by the religious body along with the followers of Sanamahi religion. It went on to state that another land portion inside the same site, measuring 0.766 area and bearing Dag number 4908, has been occupied by Hanuman Thakur temple. While claiming that a legal battle has been arisen since a person filed a case in this connection recently, Liningtho Mongba Hanba Thogalup sought public cooperation in the matter. Villagers of Leimakhong Mapal under Lamlai Assembly constituency has submitted a representation to Deputy Commissioner Imphal East seeking allotment of lands for the villagers whose shelters have been affected by the eviction under the provision of MLR and LR Act 1960. Vice President of RPI Manipur, Sapam Kangleipal, informed this to media during a press meet held today at Leimakhong Mapal. Speaking on behalf of the villagers, Kangleipal asserted that those affected by the eviction drive includes families who had shifted to the villages during the exodus in Second World War. He added that the ancestors of the affected families did not possess land patas since they were illiterate and not wary about the future. While highlighting the grievances of the villagers, Kangleipal informed that they requested to the DC Imphal East to allot lands to them under the provision of MLR and LR Act 1960 in consideration of the fact that they have been settled in the village since time immemorial.
Leimakhong Mapal Khulsi Hogi Bachai Sama Hena Kundaraba, the Hoju Zikshu Jay Maudra Hena Punsiba Mamam Lady, Kulziki, Saruk Hum Topagi, Saruk Amadi, Patamata Pairam Daba. Aduna Maramorkanda Hosik eviction Lakumatam Sidadi, Hideba Yum Zingzi, Uchek wayadi natabanina karawai legate have a question ama lakpa. Duna Manipur Land Revenue and Land Reform Act 1960 zigi makada section 14 da mayum makai lejadaba misingse sigi da makta lengakna lamje PBI allotment PBI haibagi section amasu yauraga lebanina aikoina lejariba mafam singsidai da pata pibiu karigumba lengakna Imphal ukhul lambi se saukthoktabe yade sauktokani aduiduna noina leiriba yumse aikoi miyamgi aifanamgi damta sisinarage hairagasu sisinabio madudaida khoi athingba leite tawudabu lengmakhong mapalgi leiriba khunja mayam jingsigi leifam ama allotment ama DC na magi section 14 jigi makhada PB bayabanina aikoi mafam dudaida PBU.
Government Ideal Blind School IBS observed its 52nd Foundation Day in the school premises at Takiel today. In the function, Department of Social Welfare Director Anna Arambam, Ideal Blind School retired Headmaster Yambem Brajamohan and Ideal Blind School Headmistress Mangibala Huirem attended as main dignitaries. Speaking on the occasion, Social Welfare Director Anna Arambam said that the school is not only imparting academic education but also preparing students to stand on their own with confidence in the future. Both the school and teachers are striving for overall improvement of their students. Moreover, the school and other government institutions are undergoing development with the construction of new facilities and inclusion of detectable tactile paving on the floor. As part of the function, meritorious students of the school in HSLC 2025 examination were felicitated, while a quiz competition was also organized and the top winners were awarded prizes. The event concluded with solo and group performances from IBS students.
Chigi school shida visually impaired mayambu kugi academics ta na tabako different skills id moise independently kamaina once they leave the school independently function taunaba day to day life skills kumbashu learn taunaba oja mayamgi id moina kanu patna biri ko school shigi shu akogi department ki side ki shu patnari as much as possible whatever we can do for the school awat pasu mayam ti lay du shu akogi constraints lay banina government ki side ki shu amtang di loina mak tawba ngam da banina tapna akogi side ki shu patnaraga mi khatna bati patna jari.
Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor N. Lokendra has asserted that the university has proposed to the Association of Indian Universities AIU for inclusion of Tangta in its annual programs and international competitions. He was speaking as chief guest at the inaugural function of the 3-day national workshop on sports and nutrition at the varsity. The event is being jointly organized by Manipur University's Department of Anthropology, Physical Education and Sports, Home Science and IQAC Polestar College, Yanglam Wabagai, in collaboration with College Development Council Manipur University at the VC's Court Hall. School of Human and Environmental Sciences Dean Professor S. Jibon Kumar and Olympian Khetremiyum Thoiba also attended the function as main dignitaries. Speaking further, Lokendra noted that Tangta has the potentials of becoming an international sports discipline and competitions while expressing his desire to upgrade it to a higher standard with additional inputs from sports scientists. He also stressed on the need for sports nutrition while attributing the achievements of Manipuri players to the availability of abundant nutritive foods and adherence to rich food culture in the state.
Manipuris had excelled in the field of sports, in the field of athletics. They had shown their performance in the international competitions, in Olympic Games, in Asian Games, in different items. Even in martial arts, Manipuris are doing extremely well. Manipur University has actually recently taken up the initiative of requesting the Association of Indian Universities to include Tangta, martial art, because we believe that Tangta is a martial art form which has got every possible aspect of excelling and becoming an event of international, say, competition, with a little bit of more additional inputs from the sports scientists and the other experts. We believe that Tangta will become a very, very popular and a very acceptable item of international competition in the field of, say, games and sports.
Standard College Students Union 2024-25 has mourned the demise of Asem Achauba, who served as the head of Department of Statistics in the college. In a press release, the Students Union informed that Achauba has also held the post of NSS Program Officer Unit 1. besides serving as the vice president of the Students' Union in the past. While describing Achoba as a role model who strived towards fostering the college in different capacities, including as an educator as well as a mentor, the union expressed profound sorrow on his demise, adding that he will be remembered forever. And in some sports news, Manipur canoeing, kayaking and rowing team departed Imphal today to compete in the first ever Khelo India Water Sports Festival 2025 to be held in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir from 21st to 23rd August. Youth Affairs and Sports Department Director Dr. Mayangbam Vito formally sent them off from Bir Tikendrajit International Airport. The 30-member state team includes 21 men and women athletes in canoeing and kayaking category, 4 in rowing and 5 state officials. Takelambam Dushanta led the Manipur contingent as chef de mission, while Khushnam Sunita, Kangjam Santosh Banta and KH Indira as team coach, along with RK Sakhen Sana as nodal officer. More than 400 athletes from 36 states and union territories will converge at the tournament, which is organized jointly by the Sports Authority of India SAI and the JNK Sports Council. Manipur Table Tennis Umpires Association MTTUA condoled the untimely demise of its member and former national referee Vaikom Daniel on 16th August. In a press statement, MTTUA Secretary Romain Moirangthem honored the significant efforts undertaken by W. Daniel during his time as national referee. Members of the association observed a 2-minute silence for the departed and extended their full support to the family in this difficult time. And that is all we could pack in this bulletin. But before we end, here are the headlines once again. Supreme Court slams Central Forensic Science Laboratory CFSL for misdirected test on audio clips alleging ex-CM Biren's role in Manipur violence. High Court of Manipur allows transgender doctor to change name, gender in educational records and official documents. Assam Public Service Commission APSC withdraws controversial question from its Agriculture Development Officer examination following strong objections from Meitei Heritage Society. Kuki-Zo Council representatives submits 16-point charter of public issues to Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla at Churchanpur DC office. Responding to MP Bimol's question, Union Agriculture Ministry reveals 11,967 hectares of farmland were affected during the Manipur violence and 27,269 metric tons of food grain were lost in the conflict. And India bloc fields ex-Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddy as candidate for vice presidential election. Don't go anywhere. Up next is Primetime Manipuri News presented by Sanatombi. Stay tuned.